The motion is that the motion be agreed to. I call the member for Tangney.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. The Coalition supports individual flexibility arrangements, Labor's individual flexibility arrangements, but we want them to be more effective. Individual flexibility arrangements should not be excluded by enterprise bargaining agreements. Our position is clear and has been stated on a number of occasions, and I will state it again. The umpire, the Fair Work Commission, after hearing all submissions, should make the decision balancing all considerations. The Liberal parties are the true originators and protectors of the great Aussie notion of the fair go. There can be no better way of getting ahead than getting a job. The Liberal Party has always and will always work to ensure that jobs are our #1 focus. A Liberal government will work to create the conditions for growth and make it easier to get a job. Cutting back on red tape and green tape will increase the pool of available jobs. This motion aspires to a noble and worthwhile end, but adopts a misguided means laden with potential unintended consequences. By this I mean that every single member of the Coalition wants to see the quality of life of all Australians improve. However, the way to go about doing this is not by resorting to outdated economic concepts like price floors. Unlike Labor, the Coalition recognises that the world of work has changed, and the world in which we work has changed. Australia has got to become more competitive. We compete every day with every country around the world. And the work week is no longer 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. To deny that the obvious changes of our way of living is as inane as to deny the internet and 24-hour shopping and banking and so on. In 2009, noted New York Times columnist Thomas L. Friedman wrote, "The world is flat." The book is a prescient warning to Australia and all Western developed nations that we must adapt to the new reality of a globally connected world where intellectually services are traded easily or die. One has only to look at Australia's position on the competitiveness index to know that we're not going in the right direction. Presently, Australia is ranked 20th on the World Economic Forum, 2 places lower than Saudi Arabia. So too on unit labour productivity. As is, if one removes the crutch of the resources industry, one can see again that we're moving in the wrong direction, and the trend is negative. By implementing a price floor model into a globally obsolete notion of the working week, Labor is ensuring fewer of the people it purports to help will be at work. Fewer young people, part-time workers and those returning to work will have work. Put simply, the higher unit cost of labour, the fewer people will be employed. The Fair Work Commission is best placed to arbitrate on the market clearing rate of labour, plus sufficient and appropriate compensation to correct for asymmetries of information on the part of the worker. Making Australia more uncompetitive does nothing to address the needs of the Australian worker in the knowledge economy, and says nothing of the Asian century. There needs to be less red and green tape. There needs to be a recognition of individual flexibility arrangements provided a greater or compensating benefit has been won. Again, the proper recourse being the Fair Work Commission. Scrap the carbon tax to ease the pressure on Australian business. Fix the budget to return certainty and confidence to the Australian economy. If we don't work to build real solutions and instead opt for the ideas best to the scrap heap of history, then we will never get to having that cafe society. The hospitality industry will continue to feel the strain, and our best chance of sustainability growth via a sustainable industry in tourism will be jeopardised. The Fair Work Commission has set up to be the independent umpire on issues of award and penalty rates. Yet here we are discussing a motion that, in essence, undermines the role of the Fair Work Commission. Where is the trust in the umpire, the Labor government?